those nights where it's hard to find things to laugh at.
You guys, these days suck. Trying to find a way to talk about the world we live in with levity sucks so much.
Millions of Americans are shocked and horrified by yesterday's killing of U.S. citizen and 37-year-old mother of three, Renee Good, by an ICE agent as she attempted to drive away.
What do you do when something terrible happens and a big group of people, including those who are running our country, tells you it didn't? They tell you you're not seeing what you clearly see.
Trump lied about his immigration agenda. He said he would focus on violent criminals. Instead, his administration has blanketed the country with federal agents disrupting neighborhoods, Home Depots, 7-Elevens, and even schools.
We're to believe this woman, unarmed mom, a devout Christian, by the way, who had no criminal record, was a terrorist committing a terrorist act. And the fact that ICE shot through her windshield 3 times, that was her fault?
Basically, ICE agents surrounded this woman's car and ended up shooting her when she tried to drive away from them. It looks like the incredibly handsome mayor of Minneapolis has something to say.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
Okay. Look, to be fair, ICE is what people in Minneapolis say most winters anyway. Okay?
The full force of the White House and the commentators who have decided that their job is trying to convince us that a mom who just dropped her 6-year-old off at school was part of a left-wing terror effort. Secretary of Homeland Security, Noem, said
these vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism,
which is just flat out
of domestic terrorism.
This unarmed mom, a devout Christian, by the way, who had no criminal record, driving a Honda Pilot, trying to get away from armed men in masks in the snow, masked men were screaming at her. We're to believe this woman was a terrorist committing a terrorist act?
When you step on the gas, it's the same as pulling the trigger.
The officer, I think justifiably, shooting her in the face.
I think maybe all that Maybelline is poisoning his brain or something, because
the people in Minnesota are built different.
Demonstrators taking to the streets after the shooting. Some confronting ICE agents throwing snowballs.
That's right, throwing snowballs. First, we fight the oppressive police state, and then hot cocoa. Now look, people have been watching the video over and over until they end up with resting Kash Patel face. And it's already become just one more political Rorschach test in America.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking president. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
It's a senseless, yet entirely predictable tragedy. And our hearts go out to Renee Good's loved ones, friends, and the community where it happened.
And then we have the engineer who's been driving this crazy train when it comes to immigration, Trump's Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, Trump's other little penis. Stephen Miller is said to be the architect who's responsible for many of Trump's subhuman immigration policies. He said back in 2017, Steve Bannon introduced him to Stephen Miller, who was a young guy working for Steve Bannon, by saying, now this is a real fascist. Stephen Miller ran for class president in his high school.
I will say, and I will do things that no one else in their right mind would say or do. Am I the only one who is sick and tired of being told to pick up my trash? We have plenty of janitors.
What a lovely young man, huh?
By now, we've all seen the video. As reported by the New York Times, Good appears to be turning away from a federal officer, and as reported by the Washington Post, the agent was able to move out of the way and fire at least 2 of the 3 shots from the side of the vehicle as it veered past him. It sure looks like a federal agent gunned down an American citizen without cause in front of witnesses on a city street. But the administration is telling you that you didn't see that.
Now they're lying about the ICE shooting in Minneapolis.
Our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow.
That's a blatant lie contradicted by the video evidence we can all see clearly with our own eyes, probably because we're not wearing oversized cowboy hats.
They got stuck in the snow.
Thank you for weighing in, and sorry to interrupt your girls' weekend in Nashville.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and rammed them with her vehicle.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you lying over your hat.
They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them.
Okay, what are you talking about? Because maybe you didn't see the video clearly because your stupid hat is blocking your vision.
You should watch the video because it's important for us to know what happened and what is happening, because if we don't, it's definitely going to happen again.
This is the agent who shoots the driver. He walks around the car filming and disappears from view. Other agents pull up and order the driver to exit her vehicle. One of them grabs at the door handle and reaches inside. The SUV reverses, then turns right, apparently attempting to leave. At the same time, the agent filming crosses toward the left of the vehicle and grabs his gun. He opens fire on the motorist and continues shooting as she drives past. The moment the agent fires, he is standing here, to the left of the SUV, and the wheels are pointing to the right, away from the agent. This appears to conflict with allegations that the SUV was ramming or about to ram the officer. And it's true that at this moment in this grainy low-resolution footage, it does look like the agent is being struck by the SUV. But when we synchronize it with the first clip, we can see the agent is not being run over. In fact, his feet are positioned away from the SUV.
I mean, wait, is this why Kristi Noem shot her puppy? I mean, did she think it was trying to ram into her with a car? I don't know. Maybe she... This was barely 2 hours after the shooting, and without any investigation, Noem had already decided that the woman deserved it. But later that day, once more facts came out, she ignored those two and doubled down.
People are being trained and told how to use their vehicles to impede law enforcement operations and then to run over anybody who gets in their way.
I am outraged that you would inflame the situation with divisive and charged accusation. But that is a cool costume change, okay? She went from cowboy to undercover cop at a high school party.
Why is Kristi Noem always in some sort of cosplay outfit? Seriously, look at all these different fits she's tried on for stupid photo ops.
Somebody had to go out to try to justify this, and Trump wasn't going to do it, so he tapped that old sofa pumper J.D. Vance to go out there and to defend the indefensible.
This was an attack on the American people.
No, come on. I mean, this was not an attack on the American people. This was an attack on one American person.
I say attack very, very intentionally because this was an attack on federal law enforcement.
That guy is one spoiled Wendy's Baconator away from being the president of the United States.
When somebody throws a brick at an ICE agent or somebody tries to run over an ICE agent, who paid for the brick?
Great analogy.
I think she is a victim of left-wing ideology.
Well, we think she got shot by an ICE agent that you and your boss sent into Minneapolis. I think maybe all that Maybelline is poisoning his brain or something.
I can believe that her death is a tragedy while also recognizing that it's a tragedy of her own making.
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss Mike Pence.
It's important to finish with this. A 37-year-old mother in a Honda Pilot was shot dead on a residential street, and they're calling her a terrorist. The same people who supported pardoning those who beat Capitol Police officers are telling us that a woman shot dead in her own car, in her own community, is a domestic terrorist.
The ICE officer was, as Kristi Noem put it, following his training, which how stupid do you think we are? I find it hard to believe that even people who love Donald Trump would go along with this, but I guess they do.
It is our job to never forget what they've told us. I'll certainly never forget because
I studied it very quickly, and then I studied it in great detail.